Hello everyone, Atkpwr here with another tribute to Normandy 44 DLC division for Steel Division 2 with 4th Armored. If you guys enjoyed these, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider checking out the Patreon link down below. Thanks to everyone who has supported me or supports me currently, and consider checking out Atkpwrgaming.com for more cool stuff. Thank you to the Strike team for sending me these videos so I could get these DLC coverages out ASAP. So, 4th Armored. Another American Armored Division here. Let's check out this tab layout. I do not, and again, remember this is subject to change before it is dropped. I don't know when the DLC is actually coming. All I know is I have the previews here. So remember, these things are still subject to change. So tab-wise, Recon tab, very chunky. 7 slots here. 6 of them pretty cheap. Only the last one 3 points. So you really you're spoiled for Recon here. Your infantry tab, actually for an armored division, is pretty big. I mean, you get 8 slots here. They do get expensive at the top. You have 3 pretty expensive slots up here, but 8 slots for an armored division is pretty darn good. I mean, you're not really limited all that much. Tank tab, 8 slots as well, and truthfully, not really cheap. It's actually only 1 or 2 activation slots cheaper than the infantry, which is definitely very interesting. Essentially, like, there's one more 1-point slot, essentially. Everything else is shifted over. So definitely interesting. Support tab here, pretty big, 7 slots, which is a lot for support these days. And a lot of them pretty well costed, so you can easily get 5 in here. Anti-tank tab, pretty solid as well, 6 slots here. AA tab, lacking, 223 cost as well, so hopping right up, skipping that 1-point slot, that hurts. RD tab, nice and chunky here as well, 7 slots with most of them aggressively costed. And the air tab, pretty small actually for an American division. And they're cheap down here, so you're probably still getting 3 planes. And so let's dive into this thing. All right, so we have the Bon Tom, the Batmobile. Na 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 na. 50 cal is so good. Na 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 na. Yeah, I mean, these I've seen them played. Anything with a 50 cal, guys, is playable. Like, that's just the fact of the matter. Any unit with a 50 cal can be played and can be very effective. It's got armor, can get shot in the rear though, but it moves pretty quick, so it shouldn't get shot in the rear very much. Doesn't have radio. You only get 3 though, but it's only 10 points. I doubt you take this, but it's possible. It's possible if you're feeling really cheeky. The Bon Tom, the Batman, the Batmobile. Recon Squad comes in. It could come in the Jeep. That's what M20, the M20 or the M3 Scout are definitely the choices here. I don't remember if the M3 Scout has a 50 cal, but whatever one has the 50 cal is the one you take. And the M20 is a definite choice here because it definitely has the 50 cal. No question there. Yeah, no questions asked there. Then we have the Scouts. I mean, it's just a 4-man team. It's the same thing. It probably has the same transports here. Actually does not come with the M18. Interesting. Ammo Pioneers, these are great. You absolutely take these. What's the availability? Okay, so they only get 3 in A phase, but it's still, I mean, 30 points is a lot, actually. That's not a cheap unit for being only a 5-man squad. But understandably, it comes with a bazooka and it comes with a grenade. It should be 30 points. I'm not saying it's overcosted. It is a small squad for 30 points. But having a bazooka, I mean, this is really a bazooka team. The TNT, the carbines are there for, oh crap, I ran into somebody. Really, you're buying this for the bazooka, the early game bazooka guy that you have everywhere. You only get 1 of these, so choosing between A and B phase is pretty important. Probably A phase would be my guess. Probably A phase would be my blind guessing when you take that. Oh, then you get nice cavalry scouts. So you have like a crap ton of bazookas here. You probably take all 3 of these for sure. Maybe a card of Recon here. And then probably some M8s, maybe a Recon as well. Because you got lots of Recon slots here. It's not like you can't. Yeah, I mean, you get the M5A1, Stuart. M8s are fantastic, of course. I mean, yeah, this is a great Recon tab. I mean, this is a phenomenal Recon tab. M8 Rush there, the Stuarts for support if you want them. They have the radio on them too, which is great. The Ammo Pioneers are a fabulous unit with that grenade. Cavalry Scouts, fabulous unit with bazookas. I mean, you could have a division worth of bazookas here in the Recon tab alone. So really nothing to complain about from that perspective. Your Recon tab it's fire. It's doing it. It's doing the thing. I wasn't looking. So the whole division appears to be, no, there's GMCs, but you have plenty of half tracks, both the M3A1 and the M3 half track. So this one only has the 30 cal. This one has the 50 cal, of course, or you can bring them in free half tracks. So we do have half tracks galore here. That is the armored rifles. They are the ones with the bazooka. You get 1 card of those unlocked, so you can put them in anywhere you want. I mean, they're fine. They're good. It's a bazooka unit. You have bazookas galore in this division. So your leader here does have a Willie Pete. I mean, that's actually really nice. There's nothing else special about this unit. I mean, you don't really want them getting into a fight very often, but I guess if you have to run into a fight and Willie Pete's what you want to be tossing. I mean, it's basically just CQC stuff outside of that. Doesn't come in anything special. Yes, the 4 GPA is 100 kilometers an hour, which is nice. It's very fast. Armored Rifle BAR. I mean, this is like your actual infantry unit here. They are unlocked. So anywhere you want, you get a bazooka, you get a BAR, you get 7 grands and 2 tops. I mean, this unit's great. It's 25 points. You bring it in with a half track if you want, maybe just the 5-point half track for this. You know, the one with the 30 cals. Those 30 cals are way less effective. Let's be real. But then that's only cost you 30 points. You can also bring it with the GMC if you want. I assume. Assume you can. Yeah, you can. So, yeah, I mean, it looks very similar to 3rd Armored, but you have your infantry are just better. Engineer leader, engineers. You get 2 cards of engineers here, which is nice with their usual awesome availability curve. Armored rifle LMGs, if you want a double LMG unit. It is phase locked to A and B phase, so that's unfortunate for these guys. But this is your long-range firepower if you want it. I mean, nothing's... these are all units we saw in 3rd. Like, none of this is new. Special thing here, you do get rifles late. Wow. So, like, these infantry seem great. Like, this is a great infantry tab. Other than CQC, right? Which is a semi-common theme for American divisions. They often are a little lacking in CQC. They don't usually have, like, absolute back-breaking CQC power. Usually it's there, but it's either limited or not that good. One of the two. Here we see engineers. That's all you get. So, like, flame units are gonna slap you around in the forest. Like, you don't really have anything to work against them. Like, even like normal Sturm Pioneers can easily bully your engineers around if they 2-on-1 them. I mean, it's not even a fight. So, yeah, I mean, you're lacking CQC. There's no question about that. But having the rifles here, I mean, means you basically have good infantry if you want them. And the armored rifles are not bad either. Like, these are all, like, you... Yeah, I don't think you... Why would you bring the armored rifles in when you can bring rifles late? Like, I don't even understand why you would bring them then. Just for the half track, maybe? But I feel like they're just distinctly worse. Maybe not. I don't know. And the armored rifle, the BAR is an automatic rifle, which is nice. Rifles leader is great, but the problem is it is more limited in availability. It's only a 2-4-6 availability, where for me personally, like, I would prefer a leader with 3 availability. 2 just feels really low. 3 allows you to cover off like all 3 of the main angles of a map. Most maps are kind of like have like 3 quadrants essentially. So having only 2 leaders actually really sucks. All right, so the tank tab. This is where we really care. So we have the M5A1s, of course, Stuarts galore. Stuarts are not great. Honestly, they can be annoying, though. It's not like they're not annoying. I wouldn't not take any. M8 Cav. All right, so you get M8s, like the actual, like, ground-grabbing M8s. Wow, the M8 rush potential of this division just skyrocketing here between the Recon tab and this. Ugh. So many M8s. It's so good if you want to play this division aggressively. So, M4A1s here are not good. Like, we all know M4A1s are not great. I mean, they have their very niche and specific role. Against infantry, yes, these things are the absolute beasts of everything. They crush. They are the monsters of town fights, monsters of Yellow Forest things, you know, monsters of 750 meter range and less. But obviously against any kind of tank enemy, these guys are kind of trash. They really are not good against any armored target. So just something to really make sure you keep in mind. Is this availability higher? Is that 6, 12, 18 unvetted? Is that what it was before? Maybe it was. I don't know. All right, now we have the M475. Oopsies. Lower availability. Is this... Oh, it's got higher armor. So that's what it is? So it's got 110 millimeters. And that's good. Like, don't get me wrong. That is good. This unit is obviously a straight upgrade on a normal Sherman. It's got the regular guns, so nothing special there. Usual machine guns. Speed is the same. You just get better frontal armor. So, I mean, yeah, you obviously take this. This is just a strict upgrade on the normal M4A1. Definitely very good. 110 millimeters of armor. You're starting to get somewhere now, because when you come up against other Shermans and T-34-76s, I mean, this is now really hard to kill for them. Like, this is a struggle. And while this thing also struggles to kill them, your struggle is definitely less than their struggle. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, this is a good unit. I mean, there's definitely not, it's not incredible against armor, but it's still good. Now we have the M4, oh, this is just the leader. Okay, so this is the leader variant of that M475. All right, now we get to the good stuff, right? So now we have the M4A375W. Okay, so this is still, no, this is actually worse, because it only has 100 millimeters of armor. Better availability. B phase locked as well, but otherwise it's got higher speed as well. So you're paying the same as this. You lose 10 millimeters of armor. You gain about, what, 5-6 kilometers an hour in speed, and that's it. A little bit of availability. It doesn't get me very excited. Doesn't get me out of bed for this one. Yeah, not super exciting. M4A1 Rhino, this is a good unit. This is fantastic. 120 millimeters of armor, 85 points. This is getting to a point where it's a little harder for Axis armor to easily just kill this thing. It actually takes a little bit of effort penetration wise for this thing to actually die. So now we're seeing, this is the chonkier boy. Yeah, this is definitely, you bring this for sure, but it's A phase lock, which definitely sucks. And you only have one card. So this is definitely not making up your tank tab. But it's almost a definite take, I would think. I would think this is a definite take. M4A176. Okay, so this is probably the most important card in the deck, because this unit actually does 130 millimeters of pen. This is the Sherman I want every Sherman to be. You still get all the Sherman killing power with these like machine gun loadout, but then you get a gun that can absolutely slap other medium armor just fine with 1750 meter range. Like this is the Sherman. La la la. This is the Sherman that I want Shermans to be when I get a Sherman. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, you only get one card though. B phase locked, although truthfully, I probably would only ever bring this in B phase. I don't want only like 3 in A phase or something ridiculous, or only 4. So, B phase is where this thing lives anyway, but it's B phase locked and you only get one card. So that really sucks hard, honestly. You get a leader, you absolutely bring this leader variant. You want 4 more of these in a desperate way. So yeah, you can definitely walk out with 12. If you don't vet, you have to vet those. So you're walking out with 10 of these M4A176, which is a good number. I mean, it's not bad. Then you bring these M475s with the extra armor. Unfortunately, there's only one card of these, so that's a bummer. These go probably in C phase, because then you bring the Rhinos in A phase, and maybe one of these M4A3 cards like in between. You probably don't bring the M4A1s at all. Then you bring M8s and Stuarts. Probably something like that. Yeah, this is not anything incredible. I'll be honest. Third armor's better. Like tank tab wise is very much better than this. Yeah, definitely not crack hard. So you get 2 cards of flamethrowers, something just to be aware of if you're really desperate for CQC and early pushiness. Whoa, they have a lot of transports. You're probably just bringing them in the Ford GPA. Then you have the M1919, whatever. That's nothing exciting. This is just another M1919. Still nothing exciting. Oh, 1917, 1919, my bad. M8 Scott, you probably bring these. Honestly, like they're a very good little support tank for 25 points. They have the 50 cal and stuff on them. Like this, you get them in tight. You really harass and hurt enemy infantry with these quite well, and you can hold up an entire infantry advance with this one unit. Then we have the leader M8s again. Really weird that these are still here. I don't really get why they're here. I don't get why, again, these aren't in the tank tab. Well, whatever. They're here if you want more leaders. It works, although I doubt I'd want to use my support tab for this. 50 cals, I mean, yes, always, basically. You only get one card, though. Supply. What is this 50-point unit? What is that? No. What's the... Ooh. That's a spicy little unit there. What's the availability on this? 2 normal. Oh my. I mean, you 100% take this. I mean, this is just 5,000 more ammo just because. Like, you just get for 10 more points. I mean, my God, yeah, that's obviously it's because you normally would pay 40 points for 10,000. Now you're paying 50 points for 15,000. So, like, I would think this would be a 60 point unit in order to represent the fact you're paying 20 points more for half the amount more, 1.5 times more of the ammo. So this is just better. Like, this just for your point value, this is strictly better in every way. I can't see why you wouldn't take this. Then we have the M4105. You get a card of those, 248 availability. So 2K HE, great. Then you get an M4A3 as well. Yep, so plenty of 2K here. You can A-B phase these guys and have 6 of them. That's great. So you're not going to really have any problem in the 2K HE department than the usual leaders. So this is a great support tab. I mean, it's very good. This has everything you really need. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I agree. That is nice. So we have the ace unit there. Bazookas, totally redundant. I honestly wouldn't bring bazookas in this deck. Your recon tab is absolutely packed to the brim with bazookas that are just better. Can't see any reason to waste a slot in the AT on that. M1 guns, these are normal M1 guns, no APCR, 4, 8, 12 availability. You probably bring 1 or 2 of these still. You probably go M1 gun, and then like 3 cards of Hellcats, because that's what's coming up here. This is the Hellcat division, folks. But please note, a big nerf to these guys, going to 60 points and a 3, 6, 9 availability instead of a 4, 8, 12. So that's pretty big. That affects all the American divisions that use these bad boys. Pretty big kick in the balls for these Hellcats. I mean, they're still really good. You still have the disgusting American APCR that is like the broken beyond anything. It's not broken, but God, I hate American APCR. It's so unfun to play against. Fun fact about APCR that I have found out for sure now, every single APCR that penetrates crits. There is always a crit. Now, some crits don't appear. Apparently there's a crit that no one knows about that's literally just like +1 damage. So like the APCR shell does 1 more damage. Now there's no way to know that, but just assume if you don't see a crit, like you don't visually see a crit, it means that you got this weird +1 crit. That it just does 1 extra damage on that singular shot. Really strange, but that's what I'm told the truth is. Every single penetration is a crit. Good to know. M15s for the AA. All right, so it's another one of these divisions where all you have is an M15 and M16. And honestly, why would you ever take M16? What? Why would you put 4? You only have 3 slots. Like in 4 of each. Like what? Eugene, come on. And you can't tell me at one point this division had like 10 slots of AA and they pared it all the way back down to 3. Like, weird. It's very strange. All right, spotters. Nothing special, obviously. 60 mil mortars, fantastic. You want these all the time. So if you got room, you should probably take, especially because your CQC sucks. You almost absolutely have to take these just to win like woods battles. Arty Commander, we have 81 mil mortar. These are great with their radio. You have the 105s. These are great with their massive ammo pile here. 81 mil mortars, phenomenal with their massive ammo pile as well. These are really, really good. The M1 155 coming up again here. Regular availability here, 124. I really wanted him to click off the smoke. I forget, like, this unit is around somewhere in the game, right? I just don't recognize it. I don't think it does not come up often, but I have a feeling it's already in game somewhere. It's probably 3 rounds a minute. I have to imagine. Is this a long tom? I don't think it is. But the long toms are called long toms. A little confused there. Then we have the GMC 155 here. So yeah, that's a good unit. There, 3 rounds a minute. I'm right. I'm not making it up. I knew I was right. Okay, so yeah, 3 rounds a minute here. This thing does not have much ammo though. The availability is the same. I would probably just take the actual gun, usually speaking, because this low of ammo is really pain. Even with the super supply you have, that's really low. And then we have another one of the 155 off maps. These are pretty strong. 170 points, 1, 2, 3 availability. This is a pretty solid off map. Yay, gross. All right, Rosie the Rocketeer. Okay. I don't know what this does exactly, but it looks fun AF. I don't even know. Is this... HE sap rockets. So is it an AT plane, right? Bazooka? M1 bazooka? I think it is. Yeah, I don't think it says, yeah, because it's sap, like the SAP. It's whatever armor piercing. 3 damage a rocket. 6 rockets, so you need to land 4 of the 6 to get a kill. It's asking a lot. Range is not far. I'm fascinated to see this unit get used. I mean, it's a terrible card value. Like, you only have 4 slots. I can't see you using up a slot on this. I really can't. But it does look hilarious. He's even like, yeah, like, yeah, get some. B-26, B-10 Marauder MA, availability not great, 124, only 65 points, but it's all 50 cals, which means the strafing on this thing is probably awful. F5A, I mean, it's a very good recon. It's very fast, so you can get in and out really quick. It's bad resilience, though. B-26 Marauder, terrible bomb loadout, never use this. The next one, though, use this. This is solid. Yeah, this is solid. It can definitely put some bombs downwind quite well. I would definitely consider using this one. P-47, I mean, P-47s are phenomenal. Medium resilience, 580 kilometers an hour, 8 Browning, so you can use this as a fighter. 130 points is expensive, but the availability is 246, which is not bad. Or is it 248? Yeah, 246, so probably take this, I would think. This is probably a choice. P-47 fighter, it gets, like, why not just get the bomber? This has more available. Why wouldn't you just get the bomber? They're the same price. This is faster, I guess, yes, but you don't need a 670 kilometer plane to catch most things. Like, truth be told, you really don't. So I think you just take the bomber. Black Widow comes in C phase again. I actually do not like this plane at all. It only fires 6 AT rockets and it requires 4 hits again, which is asking a lot out of an AT rocket plane. Like, this does not consistently kill in one shot at all. It's a very good plane statistically outside of that, but it is not, like, it is not very good at killing tanks. Like, it really is not. It's a shame because the plane is cool, but it's not. This P-47 is phenomenal. These napalm bombs do a crap ton of damage. They can kill tanks and stuff. These are very, very good. I would strongly consider this unit. P-47 with the big bombies. I would take the napalm over this. I honestly would. Like, they kill things pretty consistently the same. But then this has napalm, which is just more fun. And then you have the P-47 with the rockets, AT rockets. This is a phenomenal AT rocket plane. I would 100% take this over the Black Widow all day long. And this comes in A and B phase. Yeah, so you probably just take the P-47 dive bomber as a fighter. You take the P-47 AT plane here. And then maybe you take a Marauder if you want a high-flying bomber, or you just take the P-47 napalm because it's fun as heck. That was probably how I build this air tab. So 4th Armored, I mean, it's definitely good. I mean, we cannot underestimate the fact that these infantry all come with half tracks, and we know how disgustingly obnoxious that is. That is really strong and really, really annoying. And the infantry here are strictly better than 3rd Armored. Like, there's no question about it. And the Recon tab is phenomenal. I mean, this is a very good Recon tab. Very strong. Tank tab, though, while it has some good tools, is not as good as 3rd. You don't see jumbo wumbos. You don't have very many of the 76, although 10 is probably plenty. Let's be real. You know, there's some cool toys here with the M8s and stuff. The M475 is neat. I mean, it's good. It's solid. But not having the jumbos does matter. You're going to notice that big time. The support tab, very good. This is a very good support tab. Not missing much here. AT tab, not great. I mean, M8s are cool in their hunting help packs, but they're still not like they still die very easily. It's easy to remember that these can be extremely ineffective if not used incredibly well. And now they got nerfed pretty hard. I mean, 10-point and availability loss. So, you know, they may not be as good as they used to be. And RD tab, I mean, really good. It's an American RD tab. It's really strong. Air tab, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's nothing bad here about it. You got some good tools. I mean, again, the usual American good stuff with, you know, some uniquenesses from 3rd Armor. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider checking out that Patreon and Atkpwr Gaming.com. Thanks a bunch, folks, and have a fantastic day.